Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 PAYS Fall Graduation Ceremony. At this time, I'm going to ask everyone to please stand for the processional. PAYS graduate McNease Smith will lead us in the pledges, followed by the invocation.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, and one indivisible, Welcome, everybody. I would like to start off by thanking each and every one of you for attending this special day for us. The fall 2024 PAYS graduates and I would also like to thank the entire PAYS staff. Without PAYS and all of you, we would not be here today. Congratulations, graduates.
You may be seated. It is important to us to recognize the San Angelo ISD school board members and SAISD administrators whose support is one of the many reasons why PAYS can provide a path to success to so many students. Board members present tonight are Board Vice President, Mrs. Amy Mazzell Flint, Board Treasurer, Mr. Bill Dendel, Board Trustee, Mrs. Pam Duncan, Board Trustee, Dr. Kyle Mills. Central Office administrators present tonight are Dr. Christopher Moran, Superintendent, Dr. Farah Gomez, Deputy Superintendent, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Merle Brandon, Deputy Superintendent, Chief Financial Officer, Shannon Schwartz, Executive Director of Communications, Home Campus Principals, Mrs. Jill Ross, Principal at Central High School, Mr. Zach Ramirez, Principal, Lakeview High School. In addition, PAYS would like to recognize the Central and Lakeview counselors and at-risk coordinators who have worked tirelessly to support our students. Ms. Becerra, PAYS coordinator, will now address the graduating class.
Good evening, PAYS graduates, families, friends, and our amazing faculty. Welcome to this extraordinary celebration of resilience, achievement, and the power of never giving up. Tonight, we gather here to honor the fall class of 2024 and their remarkable journey to this moment. To each of you wearing a cap and gown tonight, you've made it, and we couldn't be prouder. As we begin this evening, I want to acknowledge something about this graduating class. You are not ordinary students, and this is not an ordinary school. PAYS is a place for those who need a different path, a place where persistence, heart, and sheer determination shine brighter than any test score. Tonight, we celebrate not just a graduation, but the triumph of spirit over challenge. Okay, graduates, raise your hand if you know what a parable is. Okay, good. I'm actually just checking to see if you're still with me. A parable is a short, simple story that illustrates a moral or spiritual truth. I'd like to share one with you today. It's the parable of the old mule in the well. One day, a farmer's mule fell into an old, dry well. The animal cried out, desperate for help, and the farmer, after assessing the situation, decided that the mule could not be rescued. Saddened, the farmer decided to fill the well and bury the mule to put it out of its misery. He began shoveling dirt into the well. At first, the mule panicked, feeling the weight of the dirt falling on its back. But then an idea came to the mule. Instead of letting the dirt bury it, the mule shook off the dirt and stepped up onto the mound that was beginning to form. Shovel after shovel, dirt rained down, and the mule kept shaking it off and stepping up. Slowly but surely, the well began to fill, and the mule rose higher and higher. Finally, the mule stepped over the edge of the well and trotted away, triumphant. Now let's take a moment to think about that story. The mule could have given up, let the dirt overwhelm it, and accepted its fate. But instead, it turned adversity into an opportunity. Graduates, you embody the spirit of this parable. Life may have tried to bury you with challenges, setbacks, and struggles, but you kept shaking it off and stepping up. And tonight, you're standing at the top, ready to take on the world. Each of you has your own story, your own set of challenges, struggles, and hurdles. Some of you balanced school with jobs to support your family. Others of you faced personal battles, circumstances you could not control, or the weight of being underestimated by the world around you. And yet here you are defying the odds and proving that persistence isn't just a word, it's a way of life. I want you to think back to the moment you decided to come to Pays. Maybe you felt lost, unsure if you'd ever finish high school. Maybe someone told you that you weren't cut out for success. But something brought you here, something in you refused to give up. That decision, that spark, is what makes you unstoppable. And that same spark will carry you forward far beyond these walls. One of my favorite quotes comes from Albert Einstein, who said, "It's not that I'm smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer." We can all do that, can't we? I can't think of a better way to describe what you've achieved. What once seemed impossible is now a reality. You've done it. You've shown that with determination, support, and a belief in yourself, you can accomplish anything. Also, just a quick reality check. Life after graduation won't be without its challenges. There will be more obstacles, more moments when you'll feel like giving up. And when those moments come, remember the old mule. Remember how persistence and resilience can turn even the heaviest burdens into stepping stones. And most importantly, remember this moment, the moment you prove to yourself and the world that you are capable of doing anything you set your mind to. Along the way, you had people who believed in you, family members who wouldn't let you quit, friends who reminded you of your worth, and teachers and staff here at Pays who saw your potential even when you didn't see it yourself. They are a part of your journey just as you are a part of theirs. As you move forward into the next chapter of your lives, I want you to hold on to 3 things. First, never underestimate the power of persistence. Life will test you, but you've already proven that you're stronger than any test. Second, embrace your unique path. Success doesn't look the same for everyone, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Finally, never stop learning, not just from books or classes, but from every experience, every failure, and every triumph. Growth comes from staying curious and open to what life has to teach you. Graduates, tonight we celebrate your success, but we also celebrate the people you've become, stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. You've earned this moment, and no one can take it away from you. And as you leave here tonight, remember that you carry the spirit of Pays with you, a spirit of perseverance, resilience, and hope. Congratulations, graduate. The world is waiting for you, and I have no doubt that you'll make it brighter. Go out there and forge your own path. The future is yours to create. Thank you. I got to introduce you. Please. Pays graduate Kinsey Gonzalez will deliver her address to the graduating class.
Thank you, Ms. Becerra. Thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff who all make tonight possible. It is thanks to your support and encouragement that we graduates are able to sit here before you. There's a saying that goes, God laughs at the plans we make. And for me, that could not be more true. 2023 was a year for change, for growth, and a year for overcoming the unexpected obstacles. On April 18th, my life changed forever. Every decision I made not only affected myself, but it was now going to affect my son. I was just a freshman when I found out I was pregnant, just 15 years old, clueless about what the future held. Come sophomore year, I dreaded going back to school. I was terrified of what the kids were going to think and say about me. It wasn't something that was normalized, per se. But when I heard about Pays, I was ecstatic to think I would be able to go to a place where I knew I was accepted. It wouldn't be till January 2024 that I would be able to attend, meaning I would have to suffer my first semester at Central. But in those few months, I learned a lot about people. I had to learn that people only talk bad about you when they have nothing better to say about themselves. In a way, it prepared me for motherhood. They say that no one truly is prepared to be a mother. You just kind of are. The moment I laid eyes on him, I knew it was all worth it. From that moment on, everything I did was going to be for him. I went to talk to Ms. Riojas, and when she looked over my transcript and told me I don't see why we wouldn't accept you, I immediately filled out an application, and I knew it was possible through them to better my future for Bo. It took me 2 semesters to finish what a year and a half I had left of high school. But as September came to an end, I prepared to finish my last classes. I was unfortunately in an accident that caused me to have a concussion. As y'all may know, computer screens and concussions do not go well. In my mind, I was thinking, oh no, I'm getting pushed back and I'm not going to be able to finish. I tried to push my limits, but Coach Laura made sure to knock what sense I had lost back into me. And I couldn't see it then, but he looked out for me even when I didn't want to listen. I was too stubborn to see that I was already ahead of the others in my supposed graduating class and that I was going to have plenty of time to finish. As soon as I got cleared, I jumped back into school and finished within that same week. At the end of the day, I did finish high school, and I couldn't have done it without my family, friends, my mom for supporting me, but most importantly for Bo, being the light in my world that keeps me going every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenzie. We are honored today to have the San Angelo ISD Superintendent, Dr. Moran, as our keynote speaker.
Well, it's a great day in San Angelo ISD, and I am pleased to see a full room, and thank you for coming, parents. Kenzie, great job. Great words. Well, I'll tell you like Elizabeth Taylor told her 7 husbands, I'm not going to keep you long. My comments will be brief. You didn't come to hear me speak, but I do have a few things to say to you guys that are graduating tonight. I counted 34 of you, and I'm really proud of you for being here. This is a big deal, and I've got a few words for you. But first, I looked around the room. I saw families, parents, grandparents. I think I even saw some great-grandparents in the room. I'm a grandparent of 2. I have a special place in my heart for grandparents. And I once heard a grandparent say, I've seen the lights of Paris, I've seen the lights of Rome, but I've never seen more beautiful lights than the tail lights of the parents taking the grandkids home. We love those grandkids, but it's good to see them go home. All right, I want to share a legendary story with you about a guy named Alexander Fleming. Some of you recognize that name from your schooling or just from reading, but in a small Scottish village years ago, a young boy was traveling through the countryside and he heard a cry for help. And he searched to find what was going on, and he found another boy about his age stuck in a muddy, quicksand-type bog. This kid was in trouble. He was sinking. And this young boy named Alexander Fleming risked his life to save this young boy out of the mud. And had he not, this young man would surely have died. And so the parent of that young boy, a wealthy landowner, offered some reward to Alexander Fleming for saving his son. And Alexander just insisted, this is what anyone would have done. I don't want a reward. But this wealthy man said, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you'll go to school, I'll pay for your education. So Alexander Fleming did. He went to school and he pursued his dream of being a doctor. We have doctors in the house. And he completed his degree. He became a medical doctor. And in his studies as a scientist and a doctor, he discovered penicillin. And so penicillin is credited to Alexander Fleming. Well, years later, Alexander Fleming was married. He had a family. And his son became deathly ill with a bacterial infection. And guess what? Penicillin saved his son's life. And you have to ask yourself about the meaning of this story and the significance of it. And really what it boils down to is this, that one act of kindness, making one good decision, saved a young man's life and ultimately saved his son's life. But beyond that, saved millions of lives for people throughout history that would have certainly died of an infection. And so, as my mom said to me, as I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because determining what you want to do in life is not a simple thing. She said, just do the next right thing. And so my word to you tonight graduates is if you're sitting there thinking, I'm a little scared, I'm about to graduate and the real world is about to be right in front of me, just do the next right thing. What is that? For you, you're the only one that can make that decision. But whatever you do, pursue the things you love to do, things that you're passionate about, and do the next right thing. You'll win and lose by the way you choose. Make good decisions. Some of you are here tonight because you made poor decisions and you've had to kind of pick yourself up and make good decisions to get here tonight. Have you done that? Congratulations. Others of you are here tonight because other people made bad decisions and it affected you and you couldn't control that. But you're here tonight and you're going to graduate. Congratulations to you. I admire you. I congratulate you on what you've done. Some have dropped out and you have not. You've stayed with it. And I'm proud of you for that. So the question is, what will you do with your future? And the answer is, you're just going to do the next right thing. The two most important days in your life, the day you were born and the day you discover why you were born. Question is, what will that be? Who are you about? I was raised in a very poor family. My parents did not go to college, and my dad insisted that myself and my three brothers and the three cousins that were raised in our home knew this: get an education. Education is the great equalizer. No one can take that away from you. So don't stop today. When you leave this building, make a decision that you're going to get more and you're going to put yourself in a position to do more for others. Because just as Alexander Fleming made a good decision to save that young man and then to pursue being a doctor and then to be persistent enough to discover penicillin, his discovery has changed the world. Anne Frank said this: where there's hope, there's life. It gives us fresh courage and makes us strong again. I pray the hope for you all beyond today. It is hot in here, isn't it? Hey, I'm wearing this. Believe me, it's hot. Well, I leave you with what Mother Teresa said: yesterday is gone, tomorrow's not yet here. We have only today. So let us begin. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Just a little bit shorter than Dr. Moran. Thank you, Dr. Moran. Graduates, please stand for the recommendation of the PAYS graduating class of fall 2024. Dr. Moran, Mrs. Mizelle Flint, and the San Angelo School District Board of Trustees, I hereby certify that each member of this class who receives a diploma has completed all the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of Texas and the San Angelo Independent School District. It is my pleasure to recommend to you the PAYS graduating class of December 2024.
Congratulations to all of you. On behalf of the San Angelo Independent School District Board of Trustees, it is my privilege to accept the PAYS graduating class of December 2024.
Thank you, Mrs. Mizelle Flint. Students, you may be seated. School board members and principals, if you are ready, we will take our positions for the awarding of diplomas. Graduates, starting with the first row, please come forward as your name is called. Guests, please remain seated until all students have received their diplomas. We want to ensure that all families and friends have an equal opportunity to watch their graduates walk the stage. Dylan Bailey. Elijah Burciaga. Patrick Corfield. Ana María Delgado. Mia Díaz. Logan Franklin. Kinsey Gonzalez. Ana Gonzalez. Jayan Gonzalez. Cameron Harrison. Chase Jackson. Pauline Lara. Christian Lowe. Brennan Marvin. Jackson Moore. Gemma Morales. Laura Moreno Seijas. Ariana Nieto. Naum Obregón Jr. Omar Ramos Jr. John Rodriguez. Julia Rodriguez. Dakota Severe. Abigail Shelton. Ashton Smith. Marquise Smith. Sanaya Smith. Sydney Smith. Evelyn Tafoya. Kili Tarango. Colton Varner. Brooklyn Walraven. Connor Waltz. Last but never ever least, Ellie Whitaker.
Oh, he's coming up for the next part. At this time, Pays graduate Naum Obregón will deliver the benediction.
May you all bow your heads with me. Eternal God and ever-wise Father, as we begin a new chapter in our lives, we ask for your blessing and guidance to be upon us. Fill our hearts with gratitude for the journey that has brought us to this very moment. I pray that you give us confidence as we step into the future. Give us the knowledge, skills, and wisdom to face any challenges that lie ahead. I pray that you surround us with your love and protection. May your hand always be upon us as we pursue our dreams. May our achievements be a testament to your faithfulness and grace. It is in your precious Son's name that I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Naum. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to present to you the very distinctive PAYS graduating class of Fall 2024.
Thank you, everyone. Students, you can be dismissed to go find your families. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for being here with us tonight.